Alright, let's do this. If I remember correctly, this next mission's gonna be kinda like the Galahad War Games. I'm going to be going after the main target while they sort of distract the guys that are chasing us. Um, right now they're jamming our radio signals and everything, and our job is to go and take out the jammers while, as I said, they cause a distraction, and I'm pretty sure things start to go south. They end up all but getting ready to make a final stand, and yeah, it's gonna get interesting. I'm not reading everything because I've already read everything before, so this is definitely not the first time seeing me do this. Maybe the first time seeing me do it and actually win, but we shall see. At the time of the recording, my family that is in Delaware right now just got out of surgery for whatever they were getting done. I'm not going to be specific about that, but more specifically my mom, she is out of surgery, she's doing fine. My brother is with her, and at the time of me saying all this, he is waiting to see her. You know, after she wakes up from being under and everything, so all good on that front. So here we go. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be able to take the Night Star again. That sucks. Alright. What do we got? Can I do it? Ooh, I can. I can take her. Good. Good. Still over. Can't do that. Ooh, they can take the new Victor out. Good. I don't want to paint any of the new mechs that I have yet. Ah, you can't take the Victor out. You're still too top heavy. Crusader? Might as well just leave you in a Thunderbolt if that's how it's gonna be. Wow. Let's take one that's not damaged. Okay. I don't usually use Zeus mechs because I feel like they're too big when it comes to being targets, but in this case, I'm making the exception just because they were literally given to me for free, so it'd be kind of dumb not to use them. The Archer, again, was the very first mech I ever actually took. I'm actually going to hold off on the Marauder, and I myself am actually going to pilot that Archer. Give him the new Victor. I feel like we can go better yet. There we go. Archer, Zeus, Battlemaster. Let's do this. In campaigns, you gotta be very careful with how you go about using your mechs. You can't use all of your main ones up and get heavily damaged, because if you get heavily damaged, that means you can't use them for the next mission, depending on how long it takes to repair them. That Night Star I was using, it got just heavily damaged enough that it took a little bit too long to repair, so I wasn't able to use it in this mission. That Night Star also has the best weapons on it. So.
Have provided us with the location of a series of powerful ECM arrays that have been disrupting long-range comms across the entire Sarna system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh, lovely. No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
I know it's hard to hear, but it's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, McCarran's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Sarna. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command through a ferried message by jump ship. Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this time, all our lives are depending on this. So good luck, Commander.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Maybe. Yeah, the mech I'm in, the Archer, the hard beginnings, again, as I said, it's nothing special, it's just a regular Archer, but it was my very first heavy mech ever, so, you know. And it's honestly just so fun to pilot.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Group target acknowledged.
Take out any mech that we see instantly, worry about the arrays after. No point in rushing in and getting yourself killed, you know? So that's it.
That was a transmission on the AFFC's command line. The first one since we've arrived at Sarna. I can't make out anything in it, but destroying the other ECM towers might allow us to hear the broadcast. Keep it up, Commander.
Tango.
Yeah, it's Colonel Sartak of the Davion Regiment. Check this one out. Hold on. Rifleman. Hopefully I can salvage you. I don't know why, I like riflemen. I don't use them very often, but I might start. Come on, Jack. Thank you. And you didn't even have to go critical either. Not my favorite, but I'll take you out anyway. Hold up. Why do they keep doing that? Okay, now I can actually use my arms to hit.
Target destroyed.
Might be tiny, but it still needs taken out.
Disruption is weakening, but McCarran is encircling our forces while you're attacking the ECM installations. We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers destroyed so we can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end. Well, beyond help, the Federation sides. We break Sarna's echo.
any discernible information. We need to destroy those remaining ECM towers.
Commander, our tactical projections are not good. The only way we can break through McCarran's forces is if we abandon our wounded. That is not something I'm willing to do. We're preparing to make our last stand. Finish the mission, Commander. Then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davy in command. Survive.
Colonel Westridge, I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
Yeah, if it were me actually in the field, I would be going back for him either way. Whether I was going down fighting or not. I don't leave people behind.
Enemy mech down.
Go down, you stupid son. Come on, just take a nap. Thank you.
Kill confirmed.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Helicopters.
Target destroyed.
That's too far away for me to hit. Time to go after the last kill. I guess I got one when I wasn't looking.
Forming on you.
I'll use this archer again in the last mission if it lets me, but if I take too much damage, I might end up going to a Battlemaster. The one that got destroyed to begin with from my own stupidity. The Aqua.
Enemy destroyed.
Buddy, please just go down. Oh crap, get away from him, get away from him, get away from him. I hope none of my guys were dumb enough to be close.
Target acquired.
Oop.
Target destroyed.
Cataphracts. Look, I might not like the Cataphracts very much, however, they can be some dangerous opponents. This time around, I didn't end up selling my Cataphract, I ended up just putting it in cold storage. Matter of fact, I held on to a lot more mechs than I wanted to before.
Whoa, nice headshot.
Target acquired.
Last target received.
Take out that damn vehicle.
Go smoked.
Last ECM.
Target acquired.
Target is down.
I don't think the Crater Cobras actually end up dying here. I think they come close, but I think we end up saving them in the end. Orion. I don't really know how to say that. Buddy, I don't want you to go boom. So do me a favor and eject. Ah, damn. Please don't go kaboom.
Target acquired.
Oh, I've taken way too much damage. need to finish this and get out of here.
This is Arden Sortek of the Davion Heavy Guards calling all surviving forces of the Federated Suns. We have breached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond. Again, this is Arden Sortek. Colonel Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras. My God, is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast. We estimate that the Big Mac will have us completely surrounded in 3 hours. Transmitting exact coordinates now. Coordinates received. We're preparing an orbital mech drop to reinforce your position. Hold fast, Colonel. Help is here.
This is Captain Alana Damu with the survivors of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. We don't have much left, but we are moving to assist. ETA, 2 hours.
Looks like our salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site on your map. Let's get out of here and join the others.
Something about this mission, I mean, I know it's just a game and all, but it's very empowering, you know? Whenever you're actually like piloting and you're in it, it just, if you really get into stories and stuff, it really makes you feel powerful, being able to do it. Like, yeah, I know it's all scripted and everything, but it's still such a good story arc. So, Colonel Sortek, the one that is assisting us, actually is doing this of his own free will. Our leader, Hans Davion, the guy that started the whole campaign and everything to begin with, because I don't think I ever made it this far before. He sent the Fusiliers and the Crater Cobras here to basically die. However, sending my group here was not part of the plan. And once Sortek found out about it, he lost his mind essentially, and he basically said, yeah, we're not sacrificing our own people for anybody, and he sort of overruled the order to let us die here. So he sent his own group out to help us, essentially. At least that's what I'm getting from the whole story. Yeah, I don't think I'm using that archer again. Yeah, it's way too much damage. And normally I wouldn't even have this many mechs outside of cold storage because, as you can see, because I have so many mechs right now, I'm paying like 3 million available mechs cost up in the, on the left, storage cost. Yeah, not good. Took it down to 2 million, but meh. The Victor's finally up. Good. I never really got into using Victors. I've always been more of a Griffin fan, like the Griffin and the Thunderbolt. They're my usual go-tos, just because I like something about having the missile on the shoulder. Like even the Battlemaster, like the missiles on the shoulder and everything. that used to be a short-range missile 4, now it's a short-range 2 just because my weapons got destroyed. I guess I'll be taking her out next. This is the Aqua Wolf. And this one... I don't know. I'm thinking about calling it the Blue Marine. I name them because even though they're not special, if you name it, it makes it feel like your own hero mech. Like this is definitely my hero archer. Even if it's just a regular one, because it's my specific archer, it is a hero mech to me. Like, yeah, it's not yellow like... Where is it? It's not yellow like this Griffin or some of the other ones that I have, but like that's a hero mech. You get the point. Yellow means it's an actual, like, unique mech, like it has certain weapons that can only be placed on that specific mech or whatever. Like, usually Griffins have the missile slot. In this case, this one only has lasers. It doesn't have any missiles, which makes it unique from the others. Or sometimes, mechs that usually only have weapons on one arm will end up having weapons on both arms, or, you know, just little details. Okay, so basically this is a battle against time. We need to hold off the enemy long enough for backup to arrive. McCarran's Armored Cavalry is another mercenary group that works closely with House Liao. Because they offered them a place to stay. Basically, they offered them a home in their territory. What is happening right now is, because they know backup's about to arrive or anything, they're going to try their damnedest to kill us off. And then after they finish us off, the goal for them is to fight off the new guys that are coming in. Our job is to hold them off as long as we can for backup to arrive. Now keep in mind, this is my mercenary group, Hell's Wall, the Crater Cobras, the Screaming Eagles, which make up another group, and then the 5th Fusiliers. That's 4 mercenary groups pieced together out of nothing but survivors. So, whenever you think about it, it's actually quite interesting. Yeah, now all these mechs can't be used. Oh well. You know what? Screw the cost. Yeah, no, I can't do that. As much as I wish I could, I can't do that. I know I said I would pilot it, but knowing my luck, I'll get killed again. So, I'm gonna take my 4D with its missile launching glory. And it's level 4 everything. I didn't realize I put level 4 gear all over it. Okay. Switch you with the other crab. These are essentially set the same way. Same weapons that, well, okay. He has a large laser, he has a medium laser, but one Gauss, one AC-20, one Gauss, one AC-20. Working with what I had, you know? Here we go.
This is it, everyone. Colonel Sortek is on the verge of making planetfall, and is en route to our position. McCarran's knows that if we successfully relink with the Davian Heavy Guards, they're done for. So, they're gonna throw everything they have at us trying to put us in the ground before Colonel Sortek's reinforcements arrive. We've spent the past 6 months in hell, cowering and sulking in the shadow of those bastards, trying to survive against unprecedented circumstances. No dropship support, no air support, no way of communicating with the jump point. Hell, we even made it by with no HPG, completely blind to the rest of the inner sphere. We made it through all of that. But today, finally, we can stand tall against these compelling bastards. Today is a day of retribution. Today we are finally taking the fight to them.
Fusiliers, I'm not one for speeches as eloquent as our mercenary friends. We have been struggling to survive since the Grey River ran red with the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. Just remember, they're still here. They're watching over us. And today, God willing, we will avenge their deaths. For New Certus! For House Hasek!
We have contacts. Dead ahead. All forces fire at will. Stay in cover and support one another. Don't let them spill one more ounce of Cobra's blood today.
Commander, Colonel Westrick is right about one thing. The McCarran's forces will be relentless. There's no telling when the Davion Heavy Guards will make it to the field. So we need to support one another if we're going to make it out of this alive. Tread carefully, Commander.
We'll be fine. We'll actually probably kill them off too fast. I need to know what I'm working with ally-wise. What are you? Punchback? Good. Good. And what are you, my friend? Also, seriously, no enemies yet? Oh, it's a Jagger mech. Okay. Well, it works. Jaeger mechs aren't exactly my favorite because I feel like they are heavily undergunned. They have AC-5s on them.
Painting an enemy mech.
Target acquired. New target Raven. Target acquired.
Oh my! Yeah, I totally underestimated them. They already took off one of my arms. That's not good. Huh.
Target destroyed. New target indicated. Target acquired.
We are on your target, Commander.
6 months. McCarran and his cronies have taken 6 months and hundreds of our brothers and sisters' lives with them. Fusiliers, make them pay!
I think her voice cracked. Anyway. Okay, what's with the white? If that's a freaking repair bay, I'm gonna be so irritated.
Enemy. Mech detected.
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Oh my.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Tango down. Focus target updated.
Target blackjack. Ammo explosion detected.
Forces of the Federated Suns, my Davion heavy guards have just touched down. Our rushed mech drops scattered us across a wide area. We are reforming our lances and about to move on your position now. ETA 2 minutes. Hold out just a little longer.
I'd hand the mech off to someone else, but they'll die if I do. I have one gun left. One, and that would be right shoulder? No, left shoulder.
We're on it, Commander.
Oh my god, there's a stalker.
Positioning on you, Commander.
Nope, we need to lure the enemy into the other mechs.
Falling in behind you.
My team is not strong enough to take all of them. Come on. I mean, we're strong, but we're just not able to take all of them on. Come on, Jaeger boy, it's time to earn your stripes.
Forces of the Federated Suns, the Davion heavy guards are here to assist. It's time to take the fight to McCarran's armored cavalry.
That's our cue, Commander. One last push, and then it's over. Let's finish
One last push, I don't have any arms.
Forces of the Federated Sons. Give them no quarter. For months these wolves have hunted you like prey lost in the woods. But now you have a chance to defang McCarran's armored cavalry once and for all.
For the fallen! For the 5th Certus Fusiliers!
This mech's gone down.
You hear that right? McCarran's forces are withdrawing. Is there really a need to run them down?
The Federated Sons will want to ensure
The only way I'm restarting this mission is if I find out one of my guys went down because of my mech.
in a position of vulnerability in the future. I also imagine compassion and reason are the last things on the minds of everyone that went through the last 6 months of hell at the hands of the armored cavalry. The better
Ah, I should have just piloted this damn thing.
Let's help clear the field and see this battle through.
That Crusader never should have been on the field, and I regret taking it.
Scrub one.
Destroy. New target indicated.
Good night.
Destroy. Target acquired.
Yeah, that 4D is, it's a good mech, but it wasn't meant for combat like this. I didn't realize how many of the enemies were actually here.
Ooh, right in the face.
Acquired.
To all forces of the Federated Sons, we have cleared the field. Sarna is ours.
Commander, I just want to say thank you. If you hadn't come to help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the 5th. We'll never forget what you did for us.
Likewise, Captain. Without you, we would never have been able to complete our mission for the Kestrel Lancers. Now let's all fall back in with the heavy guards and finally get some R&R. It's been one hell of a campaign.
Losing that mech probably made this mission less worth completing because I probably lost more than I gained. Especially if one of my pilots is dead now because of it. That poor Crusader. Oh, I should have never taken you in. Should have stuck in my gut and just taken the Marauder and the 4 crabs and said screw it to the salvage. At least I got a stalker out of it, but still. I don't know if a stalker makes up for the repair costs I'm now gonna have to pay. Well, hey, they're all healthy, so as long as I didn't lose any pilots, we're good, we're golden. Now this one I am gonna read because I don't think I did last time. Commander, I've just received your report from Orin Sortek. I cannot tell you how glad I am to hear that you made it through the Sarna campaign. When I heard of the armored cavalry ambush and the HPG being destroyed, I feared that I may have condemned you all to death. You had all the Kestrel Lancers worried for you. While I am sorry that I cannot be there on Sarna to debrief you in person, there is still much for me to do here on Tigers. Please accept this canned message as your formal debrief, and by the time Comstar is able to deliver this message to you, our offensive, which the news feeds have taken to call in the Fourth Secession War, will be over. As I speak, Comstar is negotiating the end to all hostilities between the five great houses. When all is said and done, the compelling Confederation will have to capitulate that has lost over half of its former territory, most of it to be claimed by House Davian through right of conquest, but some by two former compelling commonalities declaring independence. But some of it to be claimed by two former compelling commonalities declaring independence from the Confederation. The first breakaway was the Tikhonov commonality. They were holding out hope that the Confederation would come to their aid, but after being cut off from a direct logistical route to Cyan, they eventually declared independence to spare their citizens from further Davian invasions. You won't believe who leads them. Our old friend Pavel Ridzik. After he managed to escape our forces and fled Tikhonov, Strategic Director Ridzik retreated to Elgin, where he took control of the region and declared himself Supreme Lord of the Tikhonov Free Republic. His reign didn't last long, as an assassin killed him back in June. The other breakaway faction is the State Ives commonality. The former heir of the Confederation, Candace Liao, abandoned her father to declare her province independent from the Confederation. I can't imagine how Maximilian Liao has taken that one. Comstar is negotiating to formally recognize these independent provinces as new nations once their leaders can charter the new laws of their provisional governments. Be sure to be on the lookout for those two once all the dust settles later this year. Oh, here we go. The next time we'll need to discuss is the destruction of Sarna's HPG. After the Fusiliers destroyed the HPG, Comstar was furious with the Faraday Sons, claiming us ultimately responsible for its destruction. They put the entirety of the Faraday Sons under interdiction, cutting off interstellar communications and commerce between the hundreds of Federation worlds. Your report about the imposter Fusiliers captured by Captain Damage couldn't have come at a worse time. Had we known about this a month ago, we would have been able to mount a defense against Comstar's accusations, but First Prince Davian had already agreed to allow Comstar to station their own mech security forces at every HPG in the Federation to ensure that such a debacle never happens again. It's much too late to defend our role in the Sarna HPG attack now, even if we know that we were not responsible for its destruction. The interdiction, along with the war effort, sent the Faraday Sons' economy into a tailspin. Had they maintained their interdiction, Comstar could have very much bankrupted the entire Federation. Which brings me to the most uncomfortable part of this debrief. Commander, the Faraday Sons can no longer financially support the remainder of our contract with your unit. I'm to inform you that we are invoking our cancellation clause and releasing you from the remaining 4 months of your contract. You will be compensated for this with your agreed upon MRB release bonus. I'm sorry our time together had to end like this, Commander, but it's completely out of my hands. The Cruises Lancers won't be escaping these budget cutbacks either. While for the time being my command will still exist on paper, for the most part, most of the personnel of the 2nd Cruises Lancers has been consolidated into the 3rd Cruises under Marshal Pedro's command and will continue to garrison Tigris. I currently exist to ensure that the Kestrel Lancers continue to be a paper tiger to our enemies while the Federation's economy recovers from the war. But I won't let this deter me. I forged the Kestrel Lancers from nothing once, I can do it again. Although you won't be around to help me this time. Commander, I'll never forget the contributions you and your team made to keep the legend of the Kestrel Lancers alive. We'll be back and stronger than ever. You'll see. Goodbye, my friend, until we meet again. Yeah. So basically, the best part about this whole campaign is that all of it was for nothing, essentially. While yes, all the territories got claimed and 2 independent nations essentially were formed for my team and all the people that just went through hell and everything, it's essentially being written out of the history books. Everything I did, all my reputation gained and all that, won't be... Essentially, I was never there. That's what's happening here. Oh, Colonel Warden Sortek. Oh, 1 sec. Commander, I'm sorry to see the COC command saw the need to cut your contract short, but I'm told that it could not be helped. No one could have anticipated Constar's interdiction or the economic crash that preceded it. Although the Federated Sons is still willing to offer you short-term localized contracts, I'm afraid that any long-term commitment is simply not on the table until our unification to Federated Commonwealth next year. First Prince Davion has asked me to relay you a message on his behalf. He asked me to commend you on your good work throughout your campaign on behalf of the 2nd Cruise's Lancers. The Lancers owe you a debt of gratitude for being such a reliable force throughout the 4th Secession War. Unfortunately, Commander, Hans has also deemed the large amounts of your campaign for the Federated Sons would be expunged from the official record and classified as top secret. Your inclusion on the 2nd Cruise's roster, the hidden earthworks factory that we now possess, the stolen MIO codebooks and how close the enemy was to getting them, your mission on Sarna, and your capture of the true assailants of the Sarna HPG attack. All of these things will be classified as state secrets and are never to be mentioned or talked about again. While I know it's things, this is often just the way things are for a mercenary, just like your father knew when he agreed to Housestead Station contract. Although we aren't in a position to financially compensate you in the same way we reward your father for his loyalty and silence, we do have some early prototypes from the new Avalon Institute of Sciences that Hans would like to give you. Prototypes we would have never achieved had it not been for the service of both you and your father. Hans hopes these prototypes serve you well and wants you to know that once the unification of Federated Commonwealth is final, you have a place among us if you choose to join our cause. I hope you consider and take Hans up on that offer. The Federated Commonwealth can use all the help we can get, making it better, more peaceful in your sphere. Until then, Commander, this is goodbye. I've always been good with Davion, so whatever. And that is the final end of the Kestrel Lancers. Until I have to start over again, have to do this all over again. I don't want to look at this thing. Oh, buddy. Oh. Well, my 4D's going in the storage for a while because I don't have the weapons to repair it right now. That's a shame. That particular mech has been through hell with me. Alright, wait, Stalker! Now, do I add this to the other 2, or should I bring the other 2 out and should I repair all 3 of them? I think I'm gonna do that, just because I'm tired of seeing them sitting here. Now this Stalker was my second heavy mech, hence the reason why it has a name. First one was called Hard Beginnings, the Archer, and then this one was called Crimson Rain. Hell's Wall are red. In Front Mission, they were red Wanzers. So, naturally, the Hell's Wall Crimson camo is, just the way things are. I might be going back to that camo, eventually. I'm not giving it a loadout. It's probably going right back in the storage, but I am repairing it. Repair you. And this one's actually a hero mech. Believe it or not, it already looked like it was beat up because it's painted to look like it's beat up. So. Once certain mechs are healed up, I'll probably put them in storage and we'll go from there, but... Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. See you in a bit.